In spring 2015, 350 students posted 10,000 messages. 10,000 messages. That's like 100 emails each day for the next 100 days. A rough estimate is that it would take a teacher working full-time for a full year to answer all of these messages. So in the summer of 2015, I thought that perhaps we could develop an AI teaching assistant that could automatically answer frequently asked questions. All of us teachers know, all of those of you who raised your hands, all of us know that students ask the same questions again and again and again. So we thought if we could automatically answer these repetitive questions, then we could free the teaching staff to focus on more creative aspects of the course. We started working on this automated artificial intelligence teaching assistant that we call Jill Watson in fall of 2015. From IBM, I got access to IBM Bluemix. There's the more recent version of IBM Watson that had played the Jeopardy competition. Many people, I'm sure, know about it. From Piazza, I got access to all the data from previous semesters. In January 2016, as the new class on artificial intelligence started, the online class with about 350 students, we introduced Jill Watson as a TA. Actually, this slide is coming from a little bit later. In this particular slide, Jill has already answered several questions. In the beginning, Jill had not answered any question. And no one among these students knew that Jill was an AI. And so, as they was concerned, Jill was another teaching assistant. We were all very anxious. I have to confess, I couldn't sleep that night. Will Jill answer any question? Will she answer it correctly? The next morning, Jill did answer a question. This answer is correct. A student is asking something about a PDF file, and Jill answers the question correctly. It is another question. This has to do with programming projects again, and if you don't know about these programming languages, don't worry about it. Python and Java are just programming languages. A question is being asked, a technical question in a specialized domain, and Jill gives a perfectly correct answer without any human intervention. Jill immediately answers, constantly answers routine questions, anytime, anywhere. In fact, her answers are so immediate that we had to deliberately include a time delay. Otherwise, the students would know this is an AI. At some point, after the day after the final examination was due on April 26th, I shared the identity of Jill with the rest of the class. And here are some student reactions. This is just a small sample. One student says, this is incredibly cool. Another student wants to build a Jill Watson of her own. Why shouldn't we all have a Jill Watson? A third wanted to nominate Jill Watson for the Outstanding Teaching Assistant Award. Now, Jill was an experimental prototype. This summer, we replicated the experiment in our lab. This fall, we have reintroduced Jill, a more robust version of Jill, in the AI class. This AI class has two sections, a section for online students and another one for residential students. Jill is operating the discussion forum of both classes. Because this time, the students are actually trying to seek out which one of them of the teaching staff is Jill Watson, everybody is operating under pseudonyms. Nobody is operating under his or her real name. We're in the 7th week of the semester. So far, nobody has identified the identity of Jill.